Welcome, friends, to
West Virginia.
Wild and wonderful.
We're in West Virginia.
Where are we headed?
We are heading back down to Summersville Lake to the, what is it called?
Mountain Lake Campground.
Yeah, that's what it's called. I always just think of it as Summersville.
This is one of our favorite places, so this will be the third time we've been there.
Third or fourth. We've been there a lot.
We're excited about it. We have a lakefront site just like last year, although we're more in the center of that lower loop. And we are renting a pontoon boat tomorrow, so that's going to be the big thing in this episode is we're renting a pontoon boat. We're going to take it all over the place, and we're going to take the dogs out on the pontoon, hopefully. So it should be a good time, we hope. We have to pick the pontoon up at like 8:30 in the morning or something and put it in the lake ourselves. So if you're trying to get a pontoon that's already at the lake, you want to reserve those well ahead of time. Otherwise, you'll have to take your truck and go tow it to the lake and put it in and all that stuff yourself, which I know how to do, so it shouldn't be a big deal for us. We've got a lot of family with us again this time, just like last year. This is Sarah's birthday weekend, so you should be seeing some familiar faces maybe from last year. Not as many people as last year, and next year we're probably going to switch it up and do something else. We've already got some cool things in mind. Yeah, and then our plan for tomorrow is to explore some of West Virginia's best state parks. So we're going to hopefully go to Babcock. Well, we're for sure going to go to Babcock, but might go to Hawk's Nest also if there's time. So be sure to check that out in the upcoming episodes in this series. And if you're looking for more West Virginia camping, you can also check out our West Virginia RV camping playlist. I think that West Virginia is our second most visited state, probably outside of Pennsylvania. And more to come from West Virginia later in this season. Got lots of good food planned too.
Yeah, we're doing international sausage tonight. Tomorrow night will be mountain pies. The next night is going to be Hawaiian chicken over rice. And then we've got meatball hoagies to round out the weekend. So
yeah, it should be a good time, I think.
It's going to be a lot of good food.
Well, friends, we've been trying to set a new record as far as gas consumption on this adventure. We've been fighting the wind and the elevation, so starting in Cumberland, going up, and the westerly wind was just coming at us the whole way. The trip was down to like 7.2 miles per gallon. I may actually hand calculate this for you to see how bad it really is. Now it's gone up since we hit 79 and we've been going south, but the trip was saying 10 miles per gallon before we got to Cumberland. So we're about an hour out from Summersville at another poorly designed sheet. So 161.6 divided by 21.9. So 7.37. So I think that's probably the worst that we've ever done. The trip says 7.8. So it's a little overly optimistic. Yeah, that wind was pretty bad, and we also had a pretty bad sway event. We've never had something like that happen before. It was a tractor trailer with, there was no roof, like on the trailer, and no back on the trailer. It was just the sides, and it created some sort of turbulence that caused the trailer to just sway pretty badly. And we were going uphill too, and normally sway, you don't get it when you're going uphill. Other than that, not really eventful. We're gonna try to get out of here and get going. So friends, every time we come down here, I find the mountains of West Virginia just fascinating. They're so jagged and different than what you see up in Pennsylvania. It seems like all the peaks are so close together. So like when you're driving down 79, the scenery is fantastic, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And 79 itself is not that bad of a drive, really. It's 68 getting to 79, it's no good. And then this Route 19 that we just got off on from here to Summersville, is there's some very steep grades on this road. This will put your truck to the limit, that's for sure. It's a good test for it. But as light as our camper is, we've never had an issue. Well, friends, we have made it. This is our lovely site here at Summersville. The in-laws are over there. My parents are up in a yurt somewhere over there. Is where my uncle's site is. That's where we just had our international sausage night. So thank you, Uncle Dave, for the sausages. They were really good. We're getting organized here. We're getting everything buttoned up, getting the kids to bed. I'm gonna go sit by the fire for the night, and we'll catch up with you at the boat rental place in the morning. Alright, my friends, we are here at Summersville Lake Retreat. This is actually also a campground, but we're going to be renting one of the pontoon boats over there. But they do have, like I said, campground back this way beyond the lighthouse. And this looks like a nice place. It's not right on the lake like where we are over at Mountain Lake, but it still looks to be a pretty cool place. A really nice camp store and gift shop and stuff. So it works out pretty good. And I think I'll get you exact pricing on the boat for the day, which is pretty good, but they do charge more for dogs, so we're going to pay the dog fee and take the dogs out on the pontoon with us. So should be a good day. Let's get some paperwork done and hitch up and take her back to the lake. Alright, we've got some ducks to greet us on our launch. Are we ready to go, I guess?
Yeah.
Ready to go.
You have the key, don't you? None of us really have a lot of boating experience, so we're hoping we can get somewhere. Alrighty, well, we've made it back to the campground without any kind of real trouble.
Unless we know help and go look for it.
We're gonna tie her ashore here and go get some more passengers and dogs and stuff, and I guess head out on the water. So the rain has finally subsided, and we're headed out on the lake in the old bass buggy. That's what this thing's called. So let's get out of here. Friends, this here's Long Point Saturday. We're going to take you up to the top. There's a 2-mile hike that leads out here, and it should provide with some pretty spectacular views. Wanted to come out here and go swimming, but it's too cold and rainy, so we're not doing that today.
There's waterfall. I don't know if you want to do it, but there'll be waterfalls
Yeah,
over there.
We're going to go over that way and to Pirates Cove. But these cliffs and rock faces, this is the beauty of Summersville that makes it unique. So now, as we've come across our first waterfall of the day, it has started to pour down rain again. So The weather just is not improving. Friends, hopefully you can see the sun coming out behind me. If the camera lens is all smudged up and dirty, it got wet, and pretty much nothing on the boat is dry right now. It's a shame that the weather hasn't been like this all day, because it really feels good. We just got some gas at the marina, and we're kind of switching some passengers around here and stuff, and then we're going to continue our ride. We did get to see quite a bit of cool stuff. Got to see Long Point, where we're taking you on Saturday, so that'll be not next week's episode, but the following. Yeah, so we're gonna putz around on the lake some more, then we're gonna return the boat. And then we're making mountain pies for dinner, which is exciting. So it'll be a mountain pie buffet. Good, good, and more good. We'll see you along the way. Well, I've been trying to do a better job of filming this year, so hopefully I've succeeded. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. This is the end of the episode though. Tomorrow, which will be next week's episode, we're headed over to Babcock State Park to check out the old grist mill, so definitely excited to check that out. It's been on our list for a while. We've also been wanting to do McConnell's Mill, which is up in Pennsylvania. It's sort of a similar type of thing, but unfortunately we can't find a campground in our budget in that area, so West Virginia we'll have to do since we're down here. But beautiful sunset on the lake too. Doesn't show up particularly well now, but a good time lapse of it for you. So yeah, that's it. We'll see you next week, Thursday 5 o'clock, just like always, and thanks for being here with us.